It's Professor Moylan. In this video, we're going to see how to grade multiple choice exams automatically in Excel. If there was one silver lining from having to go online in the second half of the spring semester, it was that I didn't have to manually grade exams anymore. You see here an answer sheet from the midterm that was done in mid-March, right before we went on break. Hand out the question sheet to the students physically in class. They circle the correct answer, and then I have to go through and manually grade those. Well, now I don't have to. Here's how I did it for the final exam. Here's the final exam answer sheet that was emailed to the students along with, and it was up on the learning management system as well, along with the Word document that was the question that was password protected until it was time for them to open it up. And then I said, okay, go ahead and put your answer in the appropriate box, A, B, C, D, etc. Then they emailed me back their exam answer sheet, and so the file that they had only had this one worksheet in it, the answer sheet. Then I automatically compared it to the answer key. There's my answer key, using these logic functions. Now, if you've never used logic functions in Excel, don't worry. They're super, super simple. Here's how it works. You're going to go up into the formulas. Oh, and let me go ahead and I got to move this up for you a little bit. You're going to go up into the formulas, logical, and you want an if formula. And that's all you need. That's all you need. Formulas, logic, if. Now, notice here, the answer to number 1 is C. So that's the correct answer for number 1. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy and paste the student's answer sheet down below here. So I'm going to take the student's answer sheet, and notice the very, very upper left-hand corner is in cell A1. Well, I'm going to copy the student's answer sheet, and I'm going to put it right there in A29. That's why I filled these cells in here with black, just to make it easy for me to remember. Okay, I paste it right there, so that's going to be the very, very first place. What that will do is, unless the student has altered the formatting on their, and not the formatting, I misspoke, altered the cell structure on their answer sheet, their answer to number 1 is going to be, notice that's in the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4 down, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be right there in cell B32. Okay, let's go up here. Take a look what I've got right here. It says if B4 equals B32, comma, 1, comma, 0. Here's what this is all about. And that's the only command that you're going to need to know. And again, if you just go up into the formula logical if, it will kind of walk you through how to fill in the blanks there. If that cell, that's B4, if that cell equals that cell, B32, if they're the same, what it's going to do is it's going to put a 1 in cell C4 there, but if they're different, it's going to put a 0 in there. Let me show you. Obviously, there's a 0 in there right now. Let's go put, and what's the correct answer? The correct answer is C. So let's go put a C in that cell. There we go. And notice it's a lowercase c. It's not formatted the same way. That doesn't matter. The value is C. That's all that matters. When we go back up here, take a look. There's a 1 there. Also, notice this changed to 1. What I did was I summed up the entire column, added them all up there, and there, and there, and there, okay? And then I added those 4 numbers together to give me the total number of correct answers right there. So when I copy and paste the student's sheet in there, it automatically gives me the number correct. I'll go ahead and delete that, make it nice and clean again. I also used something called conditional formatting just to let me see at a glance which ones are wrong. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first student here. And you notice all these pink cells here or so. That's conditional formatting. I left it off the first column just to show you how to do that. Real simple. I'm going to go up into, let me go home first. So here's my conditional formatting. Conditional formatting. Highlight cells rules, greater than, less than, between, equal to. This is what I want, equal to. What I want is, if it's equal to 0, I want to have it change colors. So equal to 0, Notice it says there, it will give me a light red fill with dark red text. I could change anything I want there, but I'll just go with that as a default. Okay. Now that I have put that format in that one cell, I can paint that format on down. Okay. Now, watch what's going to happen when we insert a student's exam right there. It's going to automatically see how they did. So let's go get a student exam. So here's my first one, random student. I'll take this one first, random student. Okay, and here's my random student. And this actually is a student's answer sheet. From the final exam, I obviously took the name off. I don't want the FERPA police knocking down my door. So let's just copy that. Now I'm going to go over to, I gotta keep moving this. I'm doing this in Studio. I've got to go over to the other file. Here it is right here. So this was my first student. I'm going to paste it right there. It's going to work if I paste it right there. So I'm going to paste. And notice it's already done all the grading. And the ones that were wrong are highlighted in, pink there. And so this student got 79 correct. Okay, 79 correct. I keep track right there. So student list, student number 1 got 79. And out of 90, that's 88%. So just missed the cutoff for an A- there. Okay, so that was my first student. Now what I want to do is have a number of these blanks, if you will. I don't want to get to my last student and not have any blanks, so I'll just copy that over a couple of times. Now, my first student, that was random student, so I'll just go ahead and see his name is right there, random student. This is odd, so I have all of my students I can quickly see, so this was random student. Now, for this one, I'll go grab somebody else. So, let me go grab the this one. And again, these were actual students. So notice here it says, please type your name here. Of course, a few of them don't type their names. That doesn't matter because they're all sending separate files, so it's easy to see, who was there. Let's go ahead and copy. Now let's jump over here. Let's go ahead and paste that right in there. And now this student got 75. So not quite as good. Not quite as good. So I'll just call this student no name student. Got to go figure out who that was in a minute. And I'll just do one more. And so here was this one. And again, these were actual student exams. And I got this one. I'm like, what the heck did you do here? I don't know why this person made this so small, but it didn't matter because they didn't change the cell structure, and so it still works. Now, if they do change the cell structure, you either have to just manually grade it, or you can go in and physically change what they've done there. I will go ahead and paste that student's information right there. Paste. And so there we go. 75. Oh, the student had a 75 as well. So, did okay. Now, notice in this cell right here, I have D, E. There were 2 correct answers. Got to get a little bit tricky if you want to have more than one acceptable answer. You have to use the OR function. Just remember, you can either do one of 2 things. You can pause the video right here and copy down that function, or just remember Excel logical OR. And if you just Google Excel logical function OR, you'll see right away the syntax for putting that together. It's literally that simple to automatically grade multiple choice exams in Excel. What's not so simple is then when you're ready to finish your video, finding the stop button. I'm doing this in Studio. So Studio, I don't have my entire screen. I've got to figure out where my stop button is. There it is. So I'm ready to stop now. Hope this helps.